Hello, good afternoon. It's Friday. Yes, fantastic. Long week. I'm sure it's been the same for most of you. I'm a little bit rough today, unshaven, feeling a bit bummy and dirty, but that's okay. It's Friday and I will clean eventually and feel fresh. Now, we're heading into another weekend of football, and I've decided to change things up a little bit here. First of all, I hope you've all seen the new website that I got up this week, www.OzUncut.com. I hope you like it. It's my little baby, and I'm looking forward to many interesting days ahead through the website and with you guys as well. So thanks for all your support. In the past, I had been doing a bit of a review of what's coming up in football this weekend. I've decided to change that because I'm laying down a challenge to all you football fans out there who think you know your football. I'm challenging all of you to see if you can out-predict me and your fellow supporters. I did a little bit of a tester last week, and we basically just had a handful of predictions coming in for both the Premier League and the Serie A. I can tell you that we had a pretty good week with predictions. I did very well in the Serie A. I topped the charts in that one, and also I can tell you that we had I'm just finding the form right now so I can give you the details. But in terms of the Premier League predictions, I can tell you that we had a couple of people on the exact same amount of predictions. Now, in the Serie A, I believe I got something like 8 out of 10. I'll confirm that in a second. So in the Serie A, yes, I got 8 out of 10, which was the best out of 5 predictions. And in the Premier League, both hang on a sec, let me just double check. Yes, Mark Tierney and George Caruana both got 7 out of 10 in the Premier League. So it was a lot of fun. And I thought, hey, why not make this bigger and better, and so on and so forth. So we're doing it again this week, and we're predicting both Premier League and Serie A. Let me just mute my email button. Premier League, Serie A games, okay? And you can join in the fun and give in your predictions. There's no prizes. It's just for personal pride and a bit of fun at this stage. But you'll be competing against me and all the other people who decide to get involved as well. So it should be fun. All you have to do is, well, if you're seeing this video, you're on the article right now. Down below in the article, you'll see my predictions for this week. And if you sign up and comment below also on the web page, you can give in your predictions, and we'll see how you do at the end of the weekend. Now, before I give you my predictions, I just want to talk about last week's accumulator. Every week, OzUncut has been giving you an accumulator that I put my usual standard €1 bet on to see how I do. And finally, I had a winner last week. So I went for Manchester City to win, Arsenal to win, Roma to win, Napoli to win, Juventus to win, and Inter Milan to win. The odds were 5.09, and I got 5.09 euros back in my account this weekend. Yay! So I'm on to a winner there. It was fun, and I don't know if any of you took the plunge with me on that one, but it was a winner. So absolutely fantastic. Now, let's talk predictions. Alrighty, let's start with the Premier League predictions for this week. These are my predictions, of course. As I said, you could just scroll down on the website here on this article page and go into the comments and give me your predictions for this week, and I'll tabulate them all in an Excel form, and we'll see how everybody does. So this week, let's start with the Premier League. Huddersfield versus Tottenham. Whilst I think this will be a tricky game for Spurs, especially after a European week, I still think at this stage they'll just have a bit too much for Huddersfield. So I'm predicting an away win, Tottenham to win against Huddersfield. Bournemouth against Leicester. Another tricky one. Bournemouth have been pretty rubbish so far this season. Leicester have been okay. Because of Bournemouth's lack of real good football thus far, I'm going to go for a Leicester win. I might be wrong on this one, but I'm just going to take a crack. Leicester to beat Bournemouth away. Man United versus Crystal Palace. I think this one's a bit of a no-brainer. Man United, one of the best teams in the league. Crystal Palace, potentially the worst. I think it's going to be an easy win for United this week. Stoke versus Southampton. I'm going for a draw in this one. Southampton did pretty good against United last time around. Stoke have had mixed results this season, but in general have been okay against the better sides at home. All right, they got slammed by Chelsea last time out, but I just feel they'll come back. Mark Hughes doesn't like to see two performances like that in a row. So I'm going for a draw, Stoke versus Southampton. West Brom versus Watford. I'm going for a Watford win. Watford are one of the smaller teams who have impressed me the most so far this season. They've really got some attacking know-how. They've got a great manager in place, and I can see Watford having a very strong mid-table finish this year. So Watford to beat West Brom away. West Ham v Swansea. I'm going for the Hammers. The Hammers, or maybe the Hammers. Okay. West Ham to beat Swansea. I'm going to leave it at that. I think the Hammers will win. Chelsea, Man City. This one's a tough one. This could go either way, but I'm going for a draw. At first I thought maybe Chelsea, but I think that it's going to be a bit of a cagey affair, and I can see it being a low-score draw, especially with both teams being involved in Europe during the week. So I'm going to cop out a little bit and take the safe bet of a draw. Might be wrong, might be right, we'll see. Arsenal-Brighton, I'm thinking an easy win for Arsenal at the Emirates. I think they rested a lot of players in the Europa League, so I would suggest they'll be okay against Brighton. Everton versus Burnley. Everton have been crapola so far this season, but I still think they'll win at Goodison against Burnley this weekend. And finally, Newcastle v Liverpool, the game I'm obviously going to be looking out for. I think Liverpool will win. Rafa Benitez will be obviously difficult to beat. He sets up his teams always to be that way, but I just have a feeling that Liverpool, attacking-wise, will be too much. It's all about whether they can concede less than they score with Liverpool, but I think they'll manage to do that. So here, have a look at my predictions for this week. All right, Italian football fans. I had a good week predicting the Italian games last week, which is a surprise because, you know, I know less than I do about the Premier League, but I still love football in general, so I follow Italy as much as I can. Here are my predictions for this week. Last week in the Serie A, I got 6 out of 10, which, hey, it ain't too bad, but I'm hoping to improve this week. Udinese v Sampdoria. I was thinking away win, but I changed my mind, and I'm going for a draw. Both teams are sort of have good days and bad days. Udinese have not really had a great start to the season. Sampdoria have been okay. They had a decent result last week, but I just feel it's going to be a draw for some reason. Genoa v Bologna. The bookies make Genoa the favorite, but I just see Bologna getting the win here. I'm sorry, I don't know. I've got a feeling. I think Bologna have been pretty good away this season so far. So Genoa, Bologna, I'm going for an away win. Napoli versus Cagliari. Napoli all the way. Don't need to talk more about that. They're probably, if not the best, they're definitely in the best two teams in Italy at the moment. So Napoli to beat Cagliari. Benevento versus Inter Milan. I'm going for Inter. They didn't have a good game last week, Inter, but still got the win. And I think shouldn't have a problem getting past Benevento this weekend. Chievo Fiorentina. I'm going for Fiorentina. Away win. At first I thought it would be a draw, but I'm going to go with Fiorentina. Away win against Chievo. Lazio Sassuolo. Lazio have had a good start to the season. I think they'll get better as the season goes on as well, but I think they'll have too much for Sassuolo this week. Spal against Crotone. I'm going for a draw in this one. Obviously two lower teams in the league. Spal new to the league, but they've looked pretty feisty so far. So I think they'll be able to get a point against Crotone. Torino versus Hellas Verona. I like Torino for this. Torino have had a decent start. I mean, obviously they didn't do well against Juve, but I think in terms of home form, they're pretty good. So I'm going with Torino. AC Milan Roma, probably the big game of the round. I can see this one being a draw. AC Milan, good form at home. Excuse me, 1 second. You like my dog? So as I was saying, AC Milan, good form at home. Roma have had a decent start to the season. I see it being a draw though. I don't know. That's my feeling. AC Milan, Roma draw. And Atalanta versus Juventus. Atalanta, decent side. They've come on in the last couple of seasons again. Mixed results. I mean, you know, they have their days where they're awful. But they also have days where they're pretty decent. But again, it's Juventus. So I am thinking a Juve win here. So an away win for Juventus against Atalanta. And here are my predictions for Italy. And finally, as I like to do every week, I've got one spare euro that I need to spend on my accumulator this week. And I've gone with 6 matches from the English Premier League and the Serie A as my accumulator this week. So here we go. You ready? Take a note of this. Tottenham to win. Manchester United to win. I hate saying that, but they're just good right now. I've got to go with them. Arsenal to win. Everton to win. Bologna to win. This could be my failure here. This Bologna is the one I'm uncertain of, but it gives me a bit of extra odds. So I'm going to go with a Bologna win and an Inter Milan win. Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal, Everton, Bologna, and Inter Milan to win. 13.51 to 1 odds. And my €1 is already on. So hopefully this week it'll be a winner. As described earlier, if you're getting involved in the predictions challenge, just scroll down to the bottom of this page and you'll see the comments area where you can put in your comments and give me your predictions for either the Premier League or the Serie A, or both if you want to get involved in both, and we'll see how you do. Good luck, enjoy your games this weekend, and have a great weekend as well. We'll catch up with you again soon. Thank you.